What's going on, everybody? This is a great day. Look at ACB. This is amazing. Exactly what we were predicting. Phenomenal. So, one thing I gotta say is we moved up very fast. Volume plowed in. This thing actually turned into an inverse head and shoulders, it looks like. Let's take a look at the hourly. As you see, we have a TD9 red flash there, which kind of makes sense on the correction that we're going through right now. I did take quite a few profits on this way up, and you can't forget to do that. I mean, I bought in at $6, I had an average of around $6, and I'm not gonna be so greedy. I mean, knowing how this stock can be is it can definitely turn around in a second and come back down. So I didn't want to screw around and, waste the profits I got. So, on each fib line, I kind of threw a little bit out. So I think I sold a few shares, to be honest, around 740 was the first mark. But I saw we shot right through that, so I didn't sell many. And the second profit taking I did was around, I think, it broke out of that. Oh, that's right. It broke out of that 810, and it just flew. It absolutely flew. And I was like, you know what? I'm not going to take any chances yet. I'm going to wait, and I want to see if this thing retests. And it went up to like 880, and it came down, dropped down to 815, 812, something like that. And that was the retest. And the big money buyers came in. And this motherfucker shot up from 810 to 950, like in seconds. So that's how I knew that was the confirmation right there that we needed. Once we got to about $10, the volume dropped from like 126 mil down to 284,000. So a lot of people took profits around there. So I ended up deciding to take some profits around $10 as well, just because I saw that. So I sold another 20 shares. Now, granted, I had 270 shares. And then after that, knowing from the past, you always want to know about what's going on to the left. And when I was playing this before, 10.87 was a monstrous resistance. So I took some profits around 10.87. And then I was going to hold the rest and sell around 13.30, which was, as you see, the weekly 50 EMA. And I ended up taking some profits. Even though we came up and tested that $12 and we came back down to $11, then we came back up and we kept on trying to test it. I decided I was going to take some more profits around $11.80. So I ended up selling, I think, 200 shares around there, or maybe 180 shares around there. And granted, needless to say, I made about $2,000. This was an amazing play for me. And I'm still holding. I still have 50 or 60 shares that I'm going to let them ride. But, the point is you got to have a plan when you buy these things. You could hold long-term if you want, but I can't guarantee you that thing's not going to come down. We still have great signs. It's not over yet. I mean, when you run up that fast, you have to expect it to correct. And the fact that it came back down to that 9.73, 9.64 area when it did correct and it caught support there, that's great. I mean, the volume coming in on the monthly and all these other time frames is absolutely phenomenal. This monthly cross that we still have to get, that's crazy. So, I mean, I'm pretty much holding until about the 1784 level, and I'm going to see where we're at there. I mean, that'll be another double for me, if not a triple, from what I have now. But with a TD9 flash, we're going to have to correct a little bit. We're probably going to create some kind of consolidation pattern is my expectations. But, this thing is amazing, and I'm so pumped that we got in on this. I hope the people watching this channel were able to get in. And, don't FOMO into these things. If you want, you buy from a position of strength, which would be like the 9.64 or, the $9 range. The weekly EMA right now is at $11.02, $11.04. So, I mean, if we can get a close today above that, that's fucking insane. That'll be so good for this thing. This volume on every time frame. So, I mean, the fact that we shot up so high on this RSI is a little scary. So it's definitely going to need some time for the oscillators to come back down a little bit. I don't know what's up with my chart now, but I can't even see any patterns going on here, so something's going on, as always. This always happens to me. There's that TD9 flash. 1064 level there is the daily EMA. I believe the daily 100 EMA. I mean, we're way up here on the RSI. This is on the hourly, of course. I'm expecting to probably come back down and potentially test this trend line here. And before we shoot back up, I mean, that could potentially be around $9. I mean, if you're in, you just got to set your stop losses to either break even. I mean, take some profits. So hopefully you took some profits already. You know, you don't want to just hold on to this thing with no game plan and the thing just crashes down and you lose everything. But, you know, if you want to set a stop loss, $8, and depending on where you bought, either at break even or at $8.06, $8.09, something like that. I mean, this coming back down here and retesting is my expectations, to be honest. I like that we retested it earlier this morning, but on the RSI we're not actually showing we did retest anything potentially. I mean, if it comes back down to 810 and it holds, I mean, I can tell you this motherfucker might be buying again. I might buy back in on that. I'm going to keep my eyes on that. I mean, we aren't, as far as I can see, I don't think we're getting any bearish divergence anywhere. You know, if you look at all these past peaks and resistances, I mean, we can kind of draw a trend line here and see what's going on. So as you look right here, this is a potential of a support that we could hopefully turn into support. And this is only on the hourly, of course. So, I mean, this could happen at any time, but we have to wait. This RSI is obviously rolling over at the point on the hourly. That TD9 flash is calling for it. And, you know, we'll probably consolidate somewhere between these two lines on the RSI. So I'm going to be watching this. But I did want to give this update because I'm sure a lot of people are pumped, either in a shit ton of profit or trying to FOMO in. I mean, don't FOMO in at these levels. You just got to be careful. You know, like I said, if you can get it around $10, $9.73, something like that, that's a good buy. A $9 range is a good buy. I mean, if we can get a close above $10.64, that wouldn't be a bad support line either. But right now, that's kind of the resistance between that and the 1104. We're probably going to get stuck in here for a little bit. Just fucking around trying to figure out why these things are just showing me these dinky little candles. But anyway, guys, take care.